I'm Nathan. In this video, I'm going to show you how to handle duplicate entries in Family Tree. At first, this may seem like a mysterious process, but as you work through it step by step, you'll discover it's really quite easy. And if you make a mistake, you can always put it back as it was. I'll show you how it's done. Here is Benjamin Haynesworth, who was born in 1867. On his summary card, it appears that a temple card has been printed for baptism and confirmation. This is indicated by these colours, and the inset gives the colour coding which indicates the record status. His date of birth is shown as 30th of May 1867 and his death as 1915. Under family members, a number of children are shown in the left-hand column and his siblings in the right-hand column under his parents. However, I noticed that there is also a Ben Haynesworth, born in the same year, 1867, and died in the same year of 1915. I'll go to look at the details for Ben. From his summary card, it does appear that temple ordinances have been completed. In the family members section for this name, no children are shown. But further down, I can see the details of the temple ordinances that have been completed. So the question is, were these two separate individuals who were born on the same date and died in the same year? Or is this a duplicate entry with a variation of the name? For example, Ben is often the shortened form of Benjamin. I'm going to use other research tools to help me answer these questions. In this case, these tools are appropriate if your ancestors lived in the United Kingdom. If your ancestors lived elsewhere, you'll use tools appropriate for that region. Here I've shifted to Ancestry.co.uk. This is a subscription service and the one I have includes parish records. I'm looking for birth records. I enter the name as Benjamin Haynesworth, the year as 1867, and the location as Leeds, Yorkshire, England. Then search. It has not found an exact match, but has offered two items in Bradford. They are 2 years later in 1869. I decide to edit the search and adjust the name to Ben, leaving the other criteria the same. This time, the first two records look more promising, as they're in the correct year and the correct city. The first one is from the birth, marriage and death indexes for England and Wales. Here it's showing a Ben born in Leeds and a Benjamin born in Liverpool. The second item found on Ancestry is a parish record. Looking at its image, I can see Ben Haynesworth born on the 30th of May 1867 and his parents' names are given as Tom and Mary. In Family Tree, the parents are given as Thomas and Mary. This confirms to me that the correct name is Ben and not Benjamin. If you don't have access to Ancestry, you can use a search tool called FreeBMD. Start by clicking Search. Specify what type of search, in this case, births. Enter the surname, Haynesworth, and then the first name. In this tool, entering the name Ben will search for any name starting with the letters B-E-N. The date range from the first quarter in 1867 to the fourth quarter in that year. I click Find, and it shows two results, both from the second quarter, which ends in June. The known birth date of 30th of May is within that quarter. Here it shows that Ben Haynesworth was born in Leeds, and Benjamin Haynesworth born in Liverpool. Again, it confirms that for the birth in Leeds, the name registered was Ben and not Benjamin. The name Ben on Family Tree has got the details of the temple ordinances that have been completed. However, the name Benjamin has more family records attached than does the name Ben. Therefore, I start with Benjamin as there will be less movement of information required. To search for duplicates, Locate the link Possible Duplicates in the Tools panel on the right. Here it's found the record for Ben Haynesworth. The date of birth is the same and the parents' names are the same as well. Clicking Review Merge lists the two records side by side. Since I now know that the correct name is Ben, I replace the information on the left with the correct name on the right. The remainder of the information on the left is better or the same as that offered on the right. Therefore, I don't make any further replacements. Clicking Continue Merge takes me to a point where I can enter my reasons for believing this merge to be correct. Click Finish Merge. Note that the name has been corrected on the details page. And further down the page, I can see that the ordnance details have been brought across as well. This merge operation has cancelled the duplicate ordinances which had been reserved by mistake. This time, I'm going to check for duplicates of Frances Stead, who was Ben's wife. Her parents are shown here as Thomas Stead and Sarah Ann Silkstone. This is a scan of her birth certificate. Therefore, I'm sure that this information is accurate. From her details screen, I select Possible Duplicates in the Tools section. It has suggested a duplicate where the parents' names are precisely the same, including the second name of the mother, but the date of birth is 25 years earlier, in 1847 rather than 1872. Using Ancestry, I look for a birth record and enter the year 1847. But with a 5-year spread on each side. The third record is a birth in Leeds, but the year is not correct. The fourth has the correct year, but the birth is not in Leeds. As a further check, I decide to review the UK censuses and want to search all of them. I decide to enter her name and her parents' names, but leave the year empty. Therefore, it will look for this family over the entire period of the censuses that are available. This includes the family where I have the birth certificate and a possible family for a birth in 1847. The first one does appear to be the family as it was in 1881, as I would expect. By viewing the image, I can see other family members at that time. To move quickly to any family with a birth in 1847, I select the results for just the 1851 census. It is apparent that there was no such family. For example, in these, the parents' names are incorrect. I also check the 1861 census in case there has been an error in the indexing of the 1851 census for this family. However, the family is not there either. Therefore, I conclude that the date of birth is a mistake on the duplicate found for Frances in family tree, and I decide to proceed with the merge. Here it appears that there are duplicate parents as well, and I must do further work to check them. There is no other information of value in the right hand column, so I click Continue Merge. My explanation is added as before. Should I or anyone else in the future find that this merge has been done in error, it is possible to go to the latest changes section and click Unmerge in order to reverse the changes I've made and separate these records to put them back as they were. I've given you only a brief outline of the merging process. To learn much more about it, there's a link below this video to the full reference manual for family tree. I suggest that you download the manual and save it to your computer. Study the section on merging so that you have a full understanding of these procedures. The tools we have now do make it so much easier to research our ancestors and allow us to correct any earlier mistakes. We can make multiple searches to exhaust all possibilities. Take our time and think carefully about our families, then you'll find it a lot easier than you expected. I know you'll have lots of fun working with your family history and gain the satisfaction of getting everything in order.